intent is that this is a two-phase operation, where you will begin at Kneecap and work your way to Buttock. Along the route planned, you will see LZ Kneecap 147096, and you will see LZ Buttock 133102 at the end of the loop. So you'll be doing the spiral around. You will notice that there are two resupply sites. 135088 approximate, Hill 185, the bottom part of the map. And at Hill 167 at 177114 approximate, at the top part of the map. You can call, these are static resupply sites. Obviously, if you need a crate of supplies dropped off, Mr. Handlebar will be pleased to do that for you. In terms of a comm plan, command on 30. Monkey Mountain or Thunder, if you need that, will be on 52. Aircraft to aircraft, which includes Handlebar to radio operators, will be on 1 UHF. Any questions about the comm plan?
No, sir.
Any questions about the general principle of the mission?
No, sir.
Good. We expect moderate to heavy contact from regular PAVN. There is somewhere in this area a significant enemy base. The reason that you are searching this area is because Hickory Hill, to the west of us in the AO, has been coming under repeated attacks, but from sufficiently large forces that there must be a staging base somewhere in the area in this zone, and that is what we are looking for. There are likely to be light rock fortifications, hidden jungle spots, there may be infiltrators in the villages, or there may not. So the objective is to follow the route path. If the route doesn't mark it, obviously you can deviate to the left or the right of the route if you think there's something to prosecute. But it doesn't mean that you have to faff around on the top of Hill 498 in the centre of the map, for example. This mission is intended to be in 2 stages. That means when you reach Buttock, you'll be pulled out, back to base to repair, rearm and heal, and then drop back in again at Elbow to make your way down. The question mark points on the maps are areas you must search. Everything else you will determine as you go. There is a single exclamation mark at Beng Dan at 142104. Call when you've seen it.
Dean.
This is a area of religious significance to the cult of Darkon. You are cautioned against combat in this area, as unusual things have been known to happen to those that violate his grace. Any questions about Beng Dan?
Are there any goats?
It is likely all forms of animal life are around the area.
Green Square, you're banned from a mile around Bengda.
I intend on going there to make an offering.
In terms of support that you will have available, Mr. Scatter, you can choose whether you want to go on the ground or on a Bronco for this one.
That's a choice.
It is a choice.
I would like to not do any walking, thank you.
Seems like a plan then. Very well. There may be elements of this mission that will cause you to be unable to participate in.
Fine by me.
As they come. Yep.
Yep.
As a result, you will have fact, I have not dedicated any artillery or air for this mission because we don't know what we'll find. We might find nothing. As a result, you will have to call for it as it becomes available. Thunder will always be at your quote-unquote beck and call, but at this range from the base, all that will reach is 105. Other than that, it will be whatever Monkey Mountain will shape for you. Any other questions?
Just one on routing. There's a route marker at 124097 in the Lee of the Valleys. Is that intended to be part of phase 1 or 2? It's just to the right of Son Gang. Son Gang?
I don't see a route marker there myself.
Oh.
There's a blue arrow in the middle of the...
Yeah.
I don't see it.
So, ignore it. Cool.
I'm going to recopy your map again. Oh, no, I'm still there.
I don't see it.
Cool. Just cross it, yeah. Done.
Just to reconfirm, sir, so the routes are our optional or primary entrance and egress, and the question marks are the mandatory search locations.
Yeah, so I will trace with my finger on this map the route I'm expecting you to take approximately. You see my start point?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that way.
That's what I suspected.
Yeah.
Roger.
And then for the second phase,
Matuk, before we start moving, would you want to put some names on various landmark locations so that I've got them on my map as well?
Yeah, that would be handy.
Horse.
Well, technically Disco shouldn't be here either since I did only say SNCO, but that's okay. I like Disco.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you could pass that one to Green Square if Morse isn't here.
No,
It's
Morse
alright,
is
I was gonna
outside. Just
I
go
was
and...
gonna make Morse do it. It's fine. I'll do it. We'll do that before we leave. Carry on doing the other bits, and I'll think of a thing and mark some stuff.
It is currently, by my watch, internal game time 15:37. I want you wheels up by 15:45.
Roger.
8 minutes. Okay.
Proceed.
In which case,
Just a polite phrase for get out of my bunker.
Aye, aye.
right. Disco, Gucci.
So,
Between the two of you, mark up places on the map using a theme. Disco, do phase 1. Gucci, do phase 2. Once you've done that, share your maps between each other and then give Major Scatter here a copy. Happy
And
with that?
what are we marking up?
Well, we can
Major
talk you through
features.
what's useful.
Major
Features,
features.
basically positions we can use as reference points to say it's like 200 meters north of position
Right.
orange.
Thank you.
So, hilltops, obvious turns in roads, villages, that kind of thing.
Yep, got it.
Why is that village called Kate?
Why not?
It's short for Bob.
It's probably got an accent. It's probably Kate.
Ooh, get you. You've gone native.
not had to do this before, so any advice?
Just stick things on there.
I
Also,
would
while
pick.
you're running around, grab your gear.
I would pick a shape and then a color. I'm going yellow because it's yellow. But you're doing a different one, so it doesn't matter.
As long as it's easily seeable.
And as long as the names are easy to not mix up. This is the wrong place for us, isn't it?
For you, it's the wrong place. For me.
Oh,
it's the
sorry,
right
yes, you're on the
place.
ground.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Slow time LTs.
So, like, I realised that I got asked, but I'm assuming that you would rather be on the ground, but this is your opportunity to change that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Cool, cool.
Just bring the rain when it's called for.
I mean, I'll do my best.
Worst case, you can just crash into it.
That's true. Yes, I have 14 HE rockets plus one more warhead.
That's the warhead, your forehead.
The warhead is my forehead.
Right.
You want us to turn around?
No, I
Or
want
look
to
you
look
in
at your
the eye?
maps. Right, so we've got a multi-phase patrol mission. We have helicopter support in the form of Handlebar, who is going to be our taxi, LZ, drop-off, pick-up, medevac, ammunition supplies. We are dropping in, looking at your map, at LZ Kneecap. We are to follow roughly a patrol route, round through Kate, up through Napang, back round for phase 1, and we'll be leaving from LZ Buttock. As and when we find Chelty, we're going to kill most of them and then follow them home to work out where they live and then kill everybody that lives there. By Chelty, I mean the PAVN regulars we're hunting. Once we get to LZ Buttock, we'll be taken out, rearm, rest, repair, have a biscuit, not like that, and then back into LZ Elbow, at which point, same again. The question marks denote things we need to go and specifically look at. The exclamation mark at Bengdan is an area of outstanding natural Darkon. As
Is
such,
ready to
we
go.
will not be engaging in combat there. If anybody shoots at us there, we will leave and then shoot them from somewhere else using our superior marksmanship. Any questions? No? Good, thank you very much.
Excellent stuff. Right.
Right, the map's marked up.
Yeah,
Almost,
I
sir.
marked mine.
Cool. Share your maps between each other so you've got all the bits on them.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh no, time's up, just share them.
Okay. Copy. Here, I'll put mine up.
We just copy each other's maps. Yeah.
The rest of you stand back, you fucking gallants. Mr. Scatter,
Yes,
at your leisure, if you would like to copy a map from Gucci or Disco.
I've got it.
Excellent. Right.
The missing one's south of Battlement.
That's
Here,
because I
I'll
haven't
do
got
it.
that far.
Well, you can put those in the break if you get that far.
Grab your gear now.
Yep, got it.
You'll
Thank
have to
you.
get out of your aircraft and run over to us, but we can fill in the rest if you want.
Right.
Okay,
Everybody
I'm
else,
gonna go get
copy
airborne.
my map.
Alright,
We're over
toodles.
at the helipad.
Yep.
Call me, reach me if you want to beat me.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Let's go, Blues.
Right. Good map.
Story of my life, Colonel.
Make 2 runs, or 10.
Carbon Outlaw and Game Red Foxtrot, radio check 52, over.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, Lima Charlie, out. Radios.
Outlaw, be advised, we're going to be doing 2 helicopter runs in, over.
Roger that. Yeah, the heli's not big enough for all of you, I assume. Are you taking a King Bee? Over. Leroy Tower, Carbon Outlaw requesting taxi and takeoff. Over.
You are clear for taxi and takeoff on 5-2, out.
Weird. Oh, come on. Is it a way to climb? Evil Eye, this is Carbon Outlaw on 1. Do you receive on this channel? Over. Foxtrot, this is Carbon Outlaw. I am on station over the LZ, orienting now. Out.
Roger, we're still waiting for the second load. Out.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Be advised, the rocks around Hero look pretty sus to me. Out.
Hello, Handlebar. Can you dismount for a moment?
Say again, location over.
Point Hero, over.
Roger.
The religious site is also very, very obvious. It's on a hilltop. It's some large Buddhas.
At which point you need to put it in your equipment so people can talk to you. Do you understand?
Foxtrot, can you confirm with Romeo that she has contact with Evil Eye, over?
Roger, we will.
Carl or Command, note that Evil Eye is his squadron call sign, but we don't want to communicate with all of them. If you can arrange out with Handlebar out.
Roger, out.
Outlaw, Foxtrot. I saw gunfire south.
That is Lima Charlie, Channel 1, Handlebar. A-firm, I took small arms but no eyes. I'm going to go in low and see if I can localise. Out. Suspect it was the north bank of the river.
The fire was coming more towards from Zoc and Lame Leg. Over.
Roger.
Handlebar receiving.
Romeo, Carbon Outlaw. Sorry, Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Send it.
You are correct. There is a large stone structure at Lemleg, and I'm taking periodic ground fire from there. There's about maybe 10 or so EI in the area. Out.
Roger.
I mean, if you want, I can shoot the place up before you get there.
Outlaw, Foxtrot. Feel free to prosecute attack. We are still stationary at the LG waiting for the second load. Over.
Roger. Okay, we'll investigate and stick a couple of rockets in there. Yeah, target struck. There's still at least a machine gun down there.
Is that machine gun still active, or did you get it?
No, it's still active. Guns from the east.
Roger.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I'm going to do one more rocket run. They've marked their position very helpfully with smoke, and then I will leave it for you.
Roger. We are now leaving LZ, moving towards Zoc, over.
Roger that. One more strike going in on the building out. And strike complete. Off west. Foxtrot Carbon, be advised I've taken a fuel hit. I'm okay, but I'm going to have to RTB to refuel. I'll be back with you shortly. Out.
Roger.
Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, requesting landing. Over.
This is Leroy Tower on 5-2. You got clear to land now.
Kaysan Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw declaring an emergency, requesting landing. Over.
This is Kaysan Tower. Got emergency. We are clearing the runway. Wait one.
Kaysan, I'm on final approach with 30% fuel and leaking fast. Over.
Copy that. We'll get the crash team on standby. We're waiting off other traffic.
Kaysan Tower, Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, runway clear. Out.
Roger that. We had an aircraft that couldn't avoid you on the inbound and has gone down. Please wait.
Roger, out. Well, that'll keep me honest. Amazing. Tower, Carbon Outlaw on 5-2. I still have a hole in my fuel tank, so I'm pissing fuel as fast as you're putting it in, over. Tower, many thanks. Carbon Outlaw requesting taxi and takeoff, over.
Yeah, the runway is now set. Please avoid deep plume of smoke to the northern side of the runway out.
A firm, out. Foxtrot, this is Carbon Outlaw coming back on station, out.
Outlaw, Foxtrot, we have left Sock. We have processed through Lame Leg, and we are now moving towards Hill 27, just due north of Lame Leg, near the water, over.
Roger that. Have you dealt with the inhabitants at Lame Leg, over?
No inhabitants seen at this time, over.
Roger that. In that case, I must have spooked them. I'm sorry about that. I'll avoid doing that in future.
Belay that, I'm at the wrong rocks. We haven't hit Lame Leg yet. We're still halfway between Sock and Lame Leg, but we are sweeping towards the west now to Hill 27, near the water.
Roger that. Lame Leg is a bunch of ceremonial-looking old temple buildings. There's currently some white smoke there, which I think is them popping smoke grenades out. And they're shooting at you.
Roger, confirm that is the enemy location you saw earlier, over.
Yep, A-firm, I put a couple of rockets in there. Your tracer is going into that location. If you want cover, I can drop a Willy Pete on it, over.
Negative, we are assaulting them.
Roger, good luck. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I have an advisory when you are ready, out.
Wait, one over.
Roger, understand you're busy, out.
Outlaw, this is Foxtrot, send us
I'm taking real ground fire, suspect from an anti-aircraft weapon from a point south of Alpha, about 200 metres. I believe it's one of the large rocks. I'm trying to establish which one now. Out.
Roger, I saw fortifications at Angel. My bindo's over.
I've got a gun position on top of a large rock, separate to fortifications. Out.
Roger, you said Angel as well, right?
Eyes on. It's the point south of Angel Rock in the middle of the paddy fields. A little bit east of that. Yeah, grid is 145087. Over.
Roger, 145087.
That is a firm.
Understood now. Objective area Angel has fortifications on it that is north of the river, and I copy your message on objective area Alpha. Over.
My bad. That is area Alpha. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, this is a Foxtrot. We're still hunkered down at Hill 27 area. If you want to prosecute any attacks or bring air in on the position you found near Alpha, you're clear to do so.
Roger. Yeah, will do, because I suspect that might be a bit iffy. I'll put some rocks on. If that doesn't work, I'll call for TACA. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, strike complete. I don't think I killed them. I believe they are now abandoning their position. I'm going to try and see if I can see where they go. Putting guns in on that location again, Foxtrot, to dissuade them from staying out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Yeah, no further movement seen, I'm afraid. Foxtrot, this is Carbon Outlaw. I have movement at Lama Lag. Is that still you? Over. Guessing he'd be down then.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Foxtrot. Confirm we are still around Lame Leg, over.
Roger that.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Gamer Foxtrot. Can you spot us a good spot for a medical extract LC in the vicinity of Lame Leg and Hill 27, over?
Yeah, roger, wait one, out. Handlebars, Carbon Outlaw, stand by for an LZ request, over.
Roger that, Carbon Outlaw.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, if you are at the buildings, then with the hostiles at, there is a flat field immediately to your north, which is your best option for an LZ, over.
Is that near the water, over?
It's towards the water. I'm going to mark it with a Willy Pete to mark the helicopter. Handlebar standby. I'm going to put a Willy Pete rocket on the marker. It's just south of the river on a bare hilltop.
Roger that.
Rolling in. Rolling in. Markers in.
Roger, confirm that white box rocket is the LZ area, over. Confirm where the location is not.
Wait one, are you happy to land in that location, over? If it's a cold.
Roger that, I'm good.
Roger. Yes, confirming that Willie Pete is the LZ. The helo can put down there, but we'll need you to secure the LZ first. Over.
Roger, we are there right now.
Roger, so you can confirm it's cold? And apologies if I hit anyone with the Willie Pete. I see your blue smoke. Can you confirm the LZ is cold? Over.
Confirm it's cold. We are all over it ourselves.
Handlebar, LZ is secure. You're good to go in on the blue smoke. Out.
Break break. Carbon Outlaws, thank you, Red Foxtrot. We are going to be leaving this location momentarily and heading towards objective Alpha. Over.
Roger. You are leaving that location. Query on foot towards Alpha. Over.
Correct, on foot.
Roger. We'll scout for you. Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, I am no longer taking fire from the position southeast of Alpha, which was of some concern, so it's quiet for now. Out. Those are trees. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks quiet all the way to Alpha. Out.
Roger.
Got to be Hellfire. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
Point Hellfire has some sort of large, previously fortified but now ruined structure. I can't tell if there's mounted weapons there or if they're just statues. We'll investigate. Out.
Understood.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I believe they are mounted weapons. I think there's 3 mounted HMGs there. Out.
Outlaw Foxtrot, we're approaching Alpha at this time. Feel free to engage at Hellfire if you need, over.
I can engage. I'm concerned I might drive them away, but that is the lieutenant's call. I mean, really, it's the staff sergeant's call.
Have they been firing at you, over?
Negative.
Outlaw Foxtrot, we're gonna hold off on striking it from the air for now. If it becomes a problem for you, though, engage.
Yeah, roger. Not at this time a problem. Be advised, I've seen what appears to be perhaps a military command tent on the hillside overlooking the bridge. Grid to come shortly.
Roger.
Ha! Foxtrot, that is Point Cabinet, which is a friendly resupply location. No worries. Out.
Understood.
2. Yeah.
Outlaw Foxtrot, we're approaching the bridge now from the east.
Roger. About to overhead you. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw. Which channels are you on? Over.
Carbon Outlaw, I am on channel 1, 152, and channel 30 as well.
Roger, so you are in direct contact with Endgame through Romeo. Out.
Roger that, I'm in direct contact with them.
Good. I was just checking I didn't need to control you completely.
No problem.
That was the most sarcastic, sir. Truly, you are a warrant officer.
Outlaw Foxtrot, we've got a machine gun position from the west shooting down on us. Can you do anything about it?
In.
Cleared.
I don't know how close that was. It was a snapshot. I can line up for a better one.
Negative. Good effects. Good effects.
I see another. Do you want to hit?
Roger. If you can do now, go now, go for it.
Inbound.
Cleared. Shack.
Four high X remaining. I can see where your tracer is going, but I'll hold off until called. Out.
Roger.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar. Can you confirm what channel Sunray is on?
Sunray is usually on all channels, but you should be able to reach 130 over.
Roger that, thank you.
Outlaw, this is Foxtrot. Can you head towards Cabinet, the resupply point about 300 meters to the northwest of our current position, and see if it's still safe, over?
Roger. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Cabinet appears to be a military tent with a radio antenna. There is no sign of movement on the ground, over.
Understood.
It is at the foot of a very wooded and ambush-friendly hill, though.
Sunray, this is Handlebar. Endgame Red requested resupply. Over.
Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, be advised you're broadcasting on Channel 1 UHF, out.
Roger that, thank you.
Outlaw, Foxtrot, can you check out green zone to make sure that's cleared over?
Green zone, affirm. Foxtrot, are you at Cabinet now, over?
Affirm.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, no sign of hostiles at green zone, out.
Roger, I think our next path has us going north and then cutting over towards Kate. Staying on the left side, or the north side of Hellfire, over.
Roger that. I've still not been able to satisfy myself whether those are statues or gun positions at Hellfire, so be careful. Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw. Kate is a fishbowl. You'll be overwatched from 3 sides there. Doesn't look fun. Out.
Roger.
Alright, full flaps. Let's go down for a closer look.
Roger. Be advised, Sarge says we're going to be going over to Hellfire first, over.
I think that's smart. Out.
Any chance we could arrange a preparatory airstrike with something that doesn't leave any UXO, over?
On which location, over?
Hellfire.
Yes, if you're willing to wait for that to appear, over.
We got about a kilometer to go to get there, so if you call it now, go for it.
Roger. I suspect this is a cultural target, but equally I suspect the Air Force doesn't give a shit. Out. Monkey Control, this is Carbon Outlaw requesting TAC Air, over.
Copy that, Monkey Control. Please take priority. Carry out this Monkey Control. Please take priority, over.
Monkey Control, Carbon Outlaw, priority is routine, over.
Copy that. Please take note for target, over.
Target is possible gun positions in a stone fortified area, which will need to be cleared by infantry, so requesting weapons which will not leave UXO, over.
Roger that. Is that hard target, over?
Negative, gun positions in the open amidst stone walls, out.
Copy that, Monkey in the open. No safety measures, out. Carbon Outlaw, this is Monkey Control. We've got something for you in a couple of minutes. Is that alright, over?
That is fine, thank you.
Outlaw Foxtrot, I'm starting to get eyes on the position. I don't see anything within the stone structure itself yet, over.
Roger that. The stone structure at Hellfire has a large central flat plinth, I guess, about the size of a church. There are 3 or 4 positions spread along the length of that, which looked to me like they could be statues or someone standing at a raised machine gun. Over.
I see several statues that look like sitting dragons over.
Then that is probably what we've got. It's very hard to tell from the air. I'll call off the airstrike. Out. Monkey Control, Carbon Outlaw, cancel that airstrike request. Over.
Roger, cancelling that request out.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I see white smoke on the southern edge of Kate. Over. That's usually been an indication of military activity in the past. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, Foxtrot, we're going to go just past Hellfire and then use that as a base to turn up towards Kate. Over.
Roger that. Out. Who's that?
Outlaw, Foxtrot, this might be a good time to go get a quick rearm refuel. We're still about another 500 meters till we hit Hellfire, and then we'll jump to Kate, and we're going to be close in at that point. Over.
Yeah, roger that. I'm doing one last pass over Kate, and then I will head back for a rearm and refuel. Out. Yeah, okay, Foxtrot, there is no sign at this time of hostile action around Kate. That's not to say it'll be quiet when you get there. I'm heading off station. Out. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, requesting landing. Over.
This is Tower on 5-2, clear to land.
Carbon Outlaw. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, requesting refuel and rearm when available. Out. Leroy Tower, Carbon Outlaw, many thanks, requesting takeoff. Over.
Everyone was clear, go ahead.
Carbon Outlaw. So, Kate up to Napang.
Carbon Outlaw again, Red Foxtrot, be advised we are in and around Kate. There's enemy within the rock structures, but we are interspersed with civilians as well as the enemy. Over.
Roger that. Air will not be able to help you. Out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I will continue scouting further along your route. Out.
Understood.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I have taken ground fire from the jetty at the eastern end of Kate. I presume you are too close for me to engage. Out. Scratch that, I see Marines running around the area. I will not engage. Out. That looks kinetic and spicy. I guess this is the bit that the Colonel meant I wouldn't be able to get involved with. And for the record,
Outlaws,
so
Foxtrot,
happy not
back
to be
up
down
now.
there.
We are still in Kate, taking fire from all around, but we're clearing it slowly over.
Yeah, roger that, Foxtrot. I have eyes on. I can see roughly how it's going. Out.
Outlaw, Foxtrot, Morse is trying to scrounge up an LZ. If you've had any ideas for an LZ in or around Kate, let us know.
Roger, I'll take a look. Out. Foxtrot, what sort of aircraft do you want to put down at this LZ? Over.
Medevac, over.
Is it going to be the King Bee? Over.
No. Wait out.
Okay, I see blue smoke in the village. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I see blue smoke. If the helo's willing to put down there, I cannot see any better LZs. Over.
Big Tom and Morse, the blue smoke is marking LZ and the helicopter's inbound, over.
Yeah, A firm. I figured Morse was on it. Out.
We have like at least 5 casualties, so it's gonna be spicy.
Roger that. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. I'm going to orbit with rockets ready in case the helicopter comes under fire. Out.
Roger, in case I go down, feel free to engage.
Roger. Type 3 control. Out. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw. Bloody good work. Out.
Helicopter's lifting.
Roger. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. What is the squad's approximate position in Kate? Over. Okay, let's go investigate Hill 399.
Oh, Foxtrot, have you seen anything up towards the marker of Angel? Over.
That is a negative, but I have not investigated closely. I will go investigate Angel now. Out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. Angel currently looks clear, although if there's infantry there, I may not see them. Out.
Roger. And also, when you're able to check out Napang. Over.
I've had a look at Napang and Bang Dan already. They both look quiet, although I suspect that they might be quiet until you get near them. Over.
That's what I was guessing too. Roger.
Be advised, Hill 399 has an abandoned firebase on the top, and I have seen at least one smoke effect happen there, which makes me think there might be people up there. Out. Hill 399 is the very large hill on your route. Out.
Roger.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. It's looking pretty spicy down there. Am I right in thinking that the large rock in the bay is a fortress? Over.
Wait one.
There is no rush on that question. Out.
Yeah, we don't have enough forces to check. What can you see on the north side of the Cape? Over.
I can't see a lot on the north side. The action all seems to be around the harbour. I've got Tracer coming back and forth over about a space of 10 metres between the large rock on the shoreline and figures inland. I'm not sure which is you. Out. I have seen no tracer fire coming from north of the village. Out. Yeah, Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw. From my position, it looks like your forces are advancing east into the main courtyard of the village, approaching the large rock that's by the water. That rock is almost certainly a fortress. I think I see an entrance which they're assaulting now. Out. Someone's about to be flanked from the east on the southern side of that rock, running in from the water. Out. Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw. Good work. I don't see any other infantry in there now, although I'm sure there will be some. But that looks like the main opposition's been neutralised out.
Roger.
I realise that's probably redundant information given that you're in that firefight out. Foxtrot, this is Carbon Outlaw. Somebody down there is firing something with really big yellow tracer at Handlebar. I think it's too close for me to deal with, but I am concerned about it. Looks like it's coming from the rock that I think you guys are assaulting out. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, did you get a good look at where that yellow tracer coming at you was coming from? Over.
Carbon Outlaw, I believe it's on the near the pier.
Yeah, A-firm. I think it's on the lower rock, just jutting out into the water from the big rock.
Roger that, I agree with that.
Okay, I think from the explosions that the ground force is assaulting that now. Out. Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, if you are not already on the case, we've localised that large gun to a low rock just jutting out into the water east of the large rock fort, but I think you're assaulting it now. Out.
Carbon Outlaw, Foxtrot, I'm back up. Do you have visual on that machine gun and other friendlies close to it, over?
Foxtrot, pretty sure that machine gun has been destroyed. Coming in to double check now, but it was on the jetty bridge just east of that large rock formation that's now covered in smoke, white smoke. I presume it's been shot up by EGR. If you have no ground forces in the area, I could put a rocket on it, but it would be close. Out.
It is still alive, but we're too close.
Yeah, roger. Rocket available on request. Out.
How accurate are you? Over.
I'm shit hot, as you know. Foxtrot, I will need to know the direction of nearest friendlies from the jetty. Over.
Roger, direction is southwest, over.
Southwest, roger. Do you want that jetty striking? Over.
Roger, go for it.
Okay. In from the northwest.
Down. Friendlies in blue smoke, but you're cleared hot.
Single rocket. Single rocket.
Northeast attack.
Off east.
Did you go for it?
Off east. Yes, I put the rocket in. I think I pushed it slightly far northwest and hit the rock side. My gosh, you guys are really close. I can see where the MG is. I can re-attack if you wish.
Re-attack, re-attack.
Roger. Coming around.
Blue is friendly position, coming from southwest to northeast. You're cleared.
I'm coming in from northeast.
Negative, negative, negative. The portal entrance is facing southwest.
Roger that. Okay, this will be tricky. In that case, the machine gun is not quite where I thought it was. Out. Is it in a portal on the southeastern rock? Over.
Marking portal entrance, red smoke.
Awesome. Scene. In from the southwest.
Cleared hot.
Off east.
Yeah, I think you got him.
That looks exciting.
Roger.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I guess you guys are now going to have to assault and clear that rock. Out.
Roger.
I'm going to do another low pass and check for external machine guns. Out. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, no topside machine guns observed. Out.
Roger. Carbon Outlaw, David Foxtrot. We are heading towards Bendong at this time. Over.
Music to my ears, so you've completed Kate.
Roger, we have cleared Kate.
Finally.
Roger, I will check, but when last I looked, Angel and Napang were both clear.
Roger.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw message over.
Send it.
I got some suspicious-looking types wearing camouflage-coloured fatigue standing around the edge of Napang on the southwest, facing the trees. Also, some signs of blood, which is interesting.
Roger, we'll pass it on.
Handlebar carbon outlaw message over.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Handlebar receiving.
I'm going to be dicking about over Angel and Napang for the next few minutes, and I'll be looking sideways, so please avoid that area so I don't collide. Over.
No problem, I'll stay well away.
Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw. I've had another look at Napang. There's no definite signs of hostility, but the dispositions of people in the tree line next to you do look suspicious. Strength perhaps half a dozen spread out. Oh, and the sergeant is going to love this, Foxtrot. I've checked Beng Dan, and it is covered in goats. Numbers maybe 30. Out. Foxtrot Carbon Outlaw, I have you advancing into the edge of Napang now. No surprises uphill to your north. All the visible people are in the village or on its northwestern edge. Out.
Roger, say again where those people in camouflage and bloodstains were. Over.
Well, I said camouflage. They were in fatigue colours, so kind of khaki. They might have been civvies. Also, I had evidence of blood on the ground inside the village and on the edge of it. Looked like he used bandages maybe, but maybe it's gone now.
Roger.
Maybe someone cut themselves and then tidied up afterwards. Foxtrot, yeah, those bandages are gone. The only thing that's at all suspicious looking is the line of people on the tree line that you came in through. So if they haven't shot you, I guess they're not suspicious. Out.
Roger.
Foxtrot Common Outlaw. However, given how many odd things have happened around that village, I'd suggest you search it thoroughly out.
Common Outlaw here with Foxtrot. Be advised, we lost our RTO, so I am the only one ready with a 77. I can only maintain one channel. Can you please advise Handlebar that I am
Carbon
optimized?
Outlaw, this is Handlebar. Have you received anything from Endgamer recently?
Wait one. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, yes, I just received a transmission from them saying their RTO is down, so I think the plan is that comms will have to go through me, but I will re-inquire. Wait one, out. Say again your last Foxtrot, over.
We've lost our RTO. I am the last one remaining on ground with a 77. I'm currently monitoring 52 megahertz only. Over.
Roger that. I can act as a relay to Handlebar because I have both radios out.
Understood.
Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, yes. The plan will now have to be comms to you will have to go through me. Out.
Roger that.
So, Handlebar, the story on the ground here is the ground team are currently clearing the village of Napang, which has not shot at them but looked a bit suspicious. Once they've done that, they're going to head up the hill where it's all goats all the time at the shrine at Bengdan. Then they're going to head up to the hilltop, top of 399 to that fire base, and I think that's probably all the time they're going to have.
Roger that.
I think if they need a dust off, probably the only LZ in the area is Point Angel at 139-104.
Okay, got it.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, I can see explosions on the ground at Beng Dan, and I'm afraid I can have to report there are hostiles at the top of 399. I can't see that recoilless, but if I do you want me to engage? Foxtrot, Carbon, are you at Beng Dan? Over.
Yep, we're up. Can you swag it?
Can't see it.
Wait, what?
If you can mark with Tracer. Wait, I see what might be it. I'll speculatively attack.
You have to go type 3 control. I can't see anything. We're pinned down and I'm wounded.
Off west. Okay, Foxtrot, I've got hostiles on that hillside and on the hilltop. I'm going to whistle up some TAC air.
Roger.
Okay, I have good eyes on the recoilless.
I can see shots hitting the temple complex.
Yeah, affirm, that is endgame red under attack from a recoilless just to the west.
Roger that, I've got it about 50 metres from your latest, from your closest crater.
How was that? Monkey control, monkey control.
In between the two, you've got it.
Carbon Outlaw requesting TAC air, over.
Roger that, okay.
Roger, I've got one HE left, which I'll try and put on the clump between those two.
Roger that. If you hit the trees in between the two, you'll get it.
Yep, I see it's firing smoke now.
Carbon Outlaw, this is Water Scuttle checking in on 1, over.
Water Scuttle, this is Carbon Outlaw. Good to hear you. Check in when ready, over. Water Scuttle, this is Carbon Outlaw on 1. Good to hear you. Check in when ready, over.
This is Water Scuttle F100D carrying CBU and guns out.
Roger that, Water Scuttle. I am going to need you to do a gun pass initially. Wait while I set up the target. We are on Hill 399, just north of the village of Kate, over.
Roger that.
Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Go ahead, over.
I have TAC air available, but it's a Hun with guns and cluster, so I don't want to use the cluster where you might walk. I can keep putting gun runs in on that location, but I don't know if you guys are getting close now, over.
Yeah, agreed. No cluster. We're kind of spread out, and I don't have 343 contact with anyone, so gun runs only, negative on cluster.
Roger that. I'm going to identify targets on the hilltop and northwest of the hilltop, over.
Roger.
Water Scuttle, Carbon Outlaw. We're not going to be able to use cluster at this time, but I would like you to put in some gun runs. If you would stage west of Hill 399, the hilltop of 399 will be our target. Over.
Copy that. Roger.
Roger that. Let me know when staged, and I will put a smoke marker in for you.
On station.
Roger, stand by to watch for the mark.
But we'll wipe the top.
Puffball is correct. Could you push north of that mark about 20 metres and put your attack in? Over.
Roger that, but if that's what occurs, guns aren't going to do much out.
Negative. It's infantry standing in the open.
Carbon Outlaw, wave off. For now, we've got troops
Wave
that are
off.
in
Wave
line
off.
over-
Wave off.
Reporting.
Roger. We've reported.
Carbon Outlaw, can you get a medevac in near the Darkon Shrines? Over.
We can try. I think the closest LZ near the Darkon Shrines is Point Angel, which is 100 yards or so below them. Does that work? Over.
Is there anyone on the shrine itself they can get?
I will ask. We might be able to land on the road just west of the shrine. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Handlebar receiving.
EGR is requesting medevac as close as possible to the shrine complex. Obviously, you could land on Point Angel, but is there anywhere closer to the shrine you think you could put down? Over.
I'll put down as close as I can get to the shrine.
Roger. Which side do you think you're going to be landing on?
I imagine
The pilot's very
north
good on
side.
the spot.
Roger. Okay, he's going to try and land as close as he can to the shrine on the north side. Over.
Roger, north or west side looks pretty clear.
Yeah, he's going to put it down where he can. Right, are you going to want guns in or anything, or shall I send this Hun home?
Because I've got no radio contact,
Yeah, roger that. Water Scuttle, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Water Scuttle standing by.
Water Scuttle, our infantry has got too close to use you, I'm afraid, so I'm going to send you home. Out.
Yeah, roger that. I'm going to take care of that out. Carbon Outlaw, this is command on 5-2. I can't raise a get rid on 3-0. Do you have a situation report? Over.
Command, Carbon Outlaw. Endgame Red have lost their RTO, and they only have a FAC on the ground on 5-2. Over.
Roger that. Can you appraise me of the current situation? Over.
Roger. Current situation appears slightly confused. EGR is assaulting Hill 399er. They've taken casualties enough to request a Kazivac at the shrine at Beng Dan, and the FAC is out of contact with part of the squad. Over.
Copy that. It's 1804 and Nightfall is setting in. I'm diverting to Cobra gunships. So again to Cobra gunships to site to provide overwatch while we pull the squad out at the shrine. How copy over.
Good copy. 2 Cobras inbound, so we can pull the squad out at the shrine. Out.
Can you attempt to so advise the squad if you are in range of their short-range radios? Out.
A firm. Out. Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Receiving.
You are to remain on the ground as long as it's safe. We're going to pull the squad out via you from the shrine. Over. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, message over.
Send it.
As I'm sure you heard, command instructs to proceed the entire squad to the shrine where you will be extracted. We have Cobra support incoming, over.
Roger, wait one.
Handlebar, Carbon Outlaw, you appear to be some sort of wizard, over.
Yeah, I don't know quite what.
I'm going to start giving you very small LZs out.
Contact northeast of the shrine.
I'm down to guns and harsh language. Foxtrot, I'm going to put Willie Pete in on the position that's firing on the helicopter northeast of the shrine.
Send it.
Inbound.
Cleared hot. I've got more coming uphill northeast.
Uphill northeast, roger. I'm down to Willie Pete rockets and guns now. I'm assuming that any tracer going for the shrine is hostile.
Well, Command, I'd like to, can you confirm the squad is lifting out in the helicopter, over?
Handlebar, confirm you're airborne, over.
Negative.
Negative, the squad is still on the ground but will be lifting out in the helicopter shortly, over.
Carbon Outlaw, am I requested to go airborne?
That was command checking in. Are
I relayed the orders
you going to be
the
able
squad
to
that was on
bring them
the
out in one lift, over?
Possibly.
Puff away smoke north of road has hostiles on it. Hit it if you can.
Yeah, roger that. Sorry, timing was bad coming round. Roger, okay, the game plan is you're going to get the troops out as fast as you can, so once you've got a full bird, you're good to lift, over. Okay, there's Cobras there to suppress the enemy, but I don't have direct comms with them. Out.
Roger. All friendlies are nearing the helicopter. Anything outside the shrine area is fair game.
Roger that. Are you going to be able to fit everybody in one lift, over?
Wheels up, wheels up.
Is that with everybody on board, over?
Correct.
A firm, good.
Cobra pilots are telling me that the gateway have been out. Is that correct then?
Command, Carbon Outlaw, that is affirmative. The squad is out. We were just suppressing some fire coming up at them. The Cobras can pull out now. Over.
Roger that, you two, RTB down.
RTB out. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, requesting landing. Over.
Yeah, clear on 5-2. Handball, this is Commander 5-2, coming over. Handball, this is Commander UHF, coming over.
Say again your last command. Over.
I can't reach Handlebar on UHF or...
Roger, I'm still airborne. I will go search. Over. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw, aborting landing. Over. Foxtrot, Carbon Outlaw, radio check, over.
Loud and clear, Javi, over.
Good. Command reported he was unable to raise handlebar. I was checking in that you were not all dead. I think I have eyes on you now. Out.
Roger, we have all successfully arrived and going to the S2 for escort.
Roger. Out. Command, Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, message over. It would appear that you can't reach handlebar because he has left his helicopter, having successfully landed. Out. Leroy Tower, this is Carbon Outlaw on 5-2, once again requesting landing. Out.
Is this finals or finals? Either way, you're clear, out.
Roger, Carbon Outlaw out.
This is Tower, be advised, Carbon Outlaw, we have Cobra helicopters crossing the airspace to land out.
Roger, out.
We estimate they are above your glide path out.
Roger, I'm coming in good and low. Out.
deployed that last set of rocks to the machine guns that got called scattering the rocket rockets. Did his rockets hit any of us? Alright, take over.
Bloody hell. Because that was the danger closest of danger close.
It was so close. I popped the redstone cap just to show where we were, and it was like 50 meters.
Okay, welcome back. So we achieved, to be honest, about what I'd expected, which is one pass. Well, I hadn't expected it to be held off for quite so long by one machine gunner in a row.
Fuck that machine gunner.
Fuck him in particular.
Yeah. So he was finally taken out by a rocket pump through the door, which is quite risky for them. Yes. So well done all of you. I hope those of you found it as entertaining as this ever is.
Hell yeah.
Sadistic so-and-sos. Yes, it was planned to be that intensity, but we got to the intense part. But that village really did seem, I think we've forgotten some of our rock drills, and there was quite a lot of spreading out, so we'll get better just to practice some time. The reason I'm here, of course, is to pay our respects to those who have come before us and fallen. So, as always, please remember there was a move now to accommodations explain to him why that's important. Only really for me yet, so we'll get a chance to do that. Otherwise, thank you very much. Well done to Batik for what was hard. Command without a lieutenant to blame for everything is difficult task. We had our flying Overwatch, which can't have been that interesting to you, that was, so perhaps we'll talk about it afterwards to see if it was entertaining enough or what to do, but it was certainly useful, I think, for them to have medevacs and supplies what they wanted. Although medics, I think, don't be afraid when you have a player medevac person out of the way, make more use of it. But it's often difficult to get see it. Often there are bullets or in some cases recoilless rifle projectiles flying all over the place.
I saw that fucking thing come in. I had enough time to say, here it comes.
Part of the issue we
I took one of the
was with Morse getting knocked out and the green squares 343 being on the blink. Made getting anything to the helicopter to make use of it very difficult.
Fog of war.
Yeah.
Yes, as it goes.
That's what should be fun, is hit the second circle to praise that.
Yeah, that was pretty messed up.
I mean, I have to say, some of those praise dart buttons were not very enthusiastic, and you got taught a lesson. Right?
Some people here are practically the Jehovah's Witnesses of dark nights. It's like the Air Force Academy.
I was pressing F and paying respects to all the jokes to make sure they didn't blow up on my way to the shrine.
Something in offering.
Left a lot of blood.
You left your own blood in the organs in some cases. Yes, so well done. There's a hunt pilot who's really disappointed about being told, oh, you're using cluster rockets on a big empty hill, and then he gets waved.
Well, what's the first job of close air support? Not hitting friendlies.
I think the first job of close air support is getting more airmen.
Now you're thinking like that's Strategic Air Command. Yep.
Yes, we've got some Cobras flying around. There's only one thing that I'd sort of comment on from a scripting perspective. The AI have a habit now of when they see aircraft, for some reason, smoke.
I know, it's lovely.
It's the opposite effect it's supposed to do.
Yup.
To see so I'll have to figure that out because I don't want to stop low passes provoking them.
Yep.
But equally well, I don't want them going aircraft. Says.
Let's mark our position.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a local villager thing saying, look, the Yankees are here.
That's what I was gonna lie about and say that's what actually it's gonna cause you trouble than it fixes. I do have some code about that for turning on and off campfires.
Nice.
Which I might deploy.
Is that smoke thing? They're trying to take shelter.
That's basically yes. Yeah, they're trying to hide, therefore smoke. Let's face it, this is AI from 1958. So it's quite frankly they do this
Yeah, that's traditional. Disco has 2 speeds: being carried and being absolutely fucking murderous.
So well done to our medics. Thank you for your efforts as always. We had a big team on tonight, so even though it felt pretty rough, you got through an awful lot of jumps as well. Apart from when the whole squad was killed 3 times over by one mission.
Hey, this can't be like. I just
Very important.
If you think there might be somebody there, shoot there. Don't look around the corner. Shoot.
You've changed, Rachel.
Yeah. There was one blissful moment when I think Gucci was attempting to have a rifle job with Coroner's rifle, which ended predictably. Yeah.
Supposed to be suppressing fire because there was no way I was getting to any cover and I put a belt vent together by the thing.
So, when you were being shot at by the recallers, whoever was putting tracer on them, which I guess is probably belt fed, was incredibly helpful. Right. Because I couldn't see, and then you put tracer in, and that showed me the launch puff when it fired.
It was quite humorous a little bit later after that, when suddenly Belfed Biscuit met up on a smoke-filled hilltop. And basically, we just kind of went, well, there's the enemy. Okay. And we just kind of...
Keep scarf.
Yeah, thanks. Have you managed to sort that out stuff?
Anyway, well done. Those of you that need to sleep, thank you so much. And the next session will be on next Friday. As planned, those of you that want to stay in Bladder can, as with wisdom, stay in Bladder.
Biscuit, by the way, I'm very sorry if you feel any uncomfortable feelings inside your abdomen. I don't know how much other stuff ended up in there alongside your guts.
Is that a Willy Pete grenade?